everybody. Hey, today we're going to talk a little bit about emergency preparedness. When we getting ready to take our trip down to South Texas and go to Galveston and Port Aransas, we were getting some communications about possible thunderstorms and tornadoes in the area. We weren't quite sure how bad it was going to be. They weren't sure, so we didn't cancel our trip. We headed down there, but we wanted to make sure we were prepared. And the way we were prepared was by putting a CB radio in the truck. Now, we are working on our ham radio licenses, and eventually we will get one of those, and it'll be a handheld unit, one that we can take with us out of the truck. But in this case, we decided to put an actual radio in the truck, and so that we could be able to receive communications from the NOAA no matter where you're at. And the best part about the radio that we purchased was that it has automatic alerts. Now, these automatic alerts come on across the radio no matter whether the radio's on or off. We didn't want to sit there and listen to the chatter of the truckers all afternoon or all day while we were traveling. So having that radio was great. Now, the radio is a Cobra 29LX Professional CB. It's got a lot of great features. I'll talk a little bit about the features as I show you how we installed it. But it's really important that for us to make sure that we were prepared for this trip. And this really helped out. And then, so let me show you a little bit about the installation of the CB, how I did it, and why I did what I did. All right, let's go look. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the installation that I did. Now you're seeing dual antennas. I decided to do this so that we could try to maximize the amount of signal that we receive and transmit, and that is because of the fifth wheel behind us. So a couple of things. You want to make sure that when you're mounting these, that you properly ground these bases. So these, you can see these are mounted in the truck bed, the stake bed holes, and they're made from stainless steel. And you'll see the second wire right here, because I either have to scratch the paint off to get a good solid ground, or I added the second wire that there's a hole on this side that you can use to ground it, as you can see underneath. Hopefully you can see that, yeah. Okay, so you want to get a good ground on your antennas. It's really critical, because if you don't get a good ground, you're not going to get good signal. So let's take a look at the radio and the install on the inside of the truck. So here's the radio. Let me turn it on. And it'll, okay, so right now it's on channel 19. And we can turn that squelch up and down. And then we can tune in the mic a little bit better and turn that gain up or down. It has different colors, so you can choose red, you can choose orange. I like blue. Okay, down here we've got the SWR Cal, and then we've got our CB
60
and weather channel.
South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tuesday, mostly sunny.
You hear how clear that is.
Upper 70s. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s.
Okay, you can dim
Wednesday,
the light
mostly
using this button here,
highs in the lower 80s.
and then also you can scan for if there are people talking on the radio. So if we go back to CB, hit scan, it'll go out and look for people talking on the radio. Okay.
Upper 50s.
It has 4 different weather channels.
Highs in the upper 90s, mostly clear.
So you can pick the clearest one.
No hazardous weather is expected at this time. Spotter active.
This is a great radio.
Expected at this time.
And one of the best things about this radio is the alerts.
Sunday through Friday.
We really enjoyed having the alerts. Driving down the road, we didn't have to have this on. And we got, like I said, we probably got a dozen alerts as we were traveling to Port Aransas, trying to get away from the weather. And we could turn the radio on, go to the Weather Channel, and it would tune in to wherever we were at and give us the current weather.
Station KEC 55, serving the Dallas-Fort Worth listening area.
Now, for mounting it, this is a Tradesman 3500 RAM without the center console. So it has this plastic kind of, I don't know, catch-all. So I took the mat out of it, mounted this mount here for the CB that I got on Amazon, and they make different sizes of those. So if you, but I didn't want to drill it into the hump, because in the hump there are ducting that go back to the back seat, and I didn't want to put holes in it. So this way, if I wanted to take this with me, I didn't want to leave it in the truck. If I sold the truck or if I traded it in or something, I could take it with me. Just unbolt this, put the mat back in there, and it just looks like nothing was there. And then far as in the back, I just ran them underneath my WeatherTech mount, and you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see that or not, that's where the wires are coming through. And they go through the back, and then they come out the back firewall through a couple of holes that I drilled, and then put rubber grommets in. And those rubber grommets will seal up when I get rid of the truck. Now again, we talked about the ground. Please make sure you get your ground. We go turn the radio off, and we'll get under the hood.
Monday.
And if you guys catch us out on the road, look for our truck, and that's how you find us. All right, for us, for the way I do this, my installs is everything gets a fuse. Everything. If I put something in this truck, it gets a fuse. In this case, this is the wire for the radio. I went down and bought a fuse from O'Reilly's, and then ran it through the firewall, through an existing grommet. All right, so that is it for this install. I definitely wanted to talk about that, putting that CB in for emergency preparedness. We really felt it was important, and it paid off in the end. It kept us safe on our travel, so we were able to continue to head in a safe direction and get away from the tornadoes that were going off right around Christmas time through the Houston area, and they headed east into Alabama and then up to Arkansas. So it was pretty hairy for a little while there, and we're glad we had it because it helped keep us safe. Okay, so let me tell you where we got our equipment from. We got our equipment from a company called Right Channel Radios. Now, I'm not affiliated with them. It's just a good place to get CB and ham radio equipment. They have a lot of great help, and the best thing I liked about them over going to Amazon is it's a U.S. company, and so we're buying from people who work and do things here in the United States. And also their website, when you buy something from them, you get all kinds of help and support. They've got all kinds of directions on how to mount things, how to ground your antennas, everything. So Right Channel Radio, I'll leave a link down below. And I'll leave you links for the radios and the antennas as well. Okay, guys, well, that's it for this video. We really appreciate you watching. Please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you on the road.